Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's fun Godzilla video, I'm going to be showing you how to draw Godzilla versus Gigan. So hope you follow along and enjoy this video. Now to start off with our Godzilla versus Gigan, let's begin with Godzilla. So I'm going to start right up here, and I'm going to begin by making a line that's just going to go down, and then we're going to curve it back for the top of the eye. Next, we're going to make a line that's going to come down and up for the actual eye. Next, we're going to go down and make a little line that curves. Then we're going to bring this line up with a couple bumps, and we're going to bring it back here, just to kind of make the actual eyebrow. Next, we're going to make a little bump here, and then we'll make a little bump here with a little notch in there. Next, we're going to make a line that's going to come down, and we're going to bring this back here for the mouth. Then we're going to bring this line down at an angle and kind of go curve it back just a little bit, almost like a hook. Now for the chin, we're just going to go down. We're going to bring this back, and we're going to make this kind of bumpy here. Next, we'll do a little curved line. And then we're going to make some sharp points on here, and then some sharp points here for all of his teeth. Next, we're going to bring this line back here. And then we're going to make some little points on here for the spikes. Then we're going to put a little bump here for the ear. Now, starting here, I'm going to make a couple little curved lines for the neck. And then we're going to bring this line down and then in here and kind of curve it up. Next, we're going to make a couple more lines that come down. Then we're going to bring this line down back here. Next, starting here, we're going to kind of curve this line down. And then we're going to curve this line down. We're going to bring this line down here for the arm. And then we're going to bring a line over here. Next, we're going to make this line come down to a point like this for a claw. And then we're going to do another here. Then we're going to do one more right here, and then we'll curve it back. Next, we're going to bring this line over and up to here. Then let's add a few little curved lines with a couple extra lines for the claws. Then we're going to make this line come down. We're going to bring this in and over. And then we're going to bring this line down. Next, starting here, we're going to bring this line down and then to about here and in. We're going to make a little line here. Then we're going to make a line that's going to come down to a point and back, and one more, down to a point and back. Then we're going to bring this line in for the leg. And we're going to curve this line up. And I like to add a couple little curves on here just for some detail. Next, over here, we're going to draw a line that comes down. Then we're going to make a little curve shape like this. We're going to make another line that's going to come down here, and then another one that comes across. We're going to make a line that's going to come down and back, and then another one down and back, and one more just to make the big sharp claws on his feet. Next, we're going to come over. We're going to curve this in. And we're going to curve this one around. Then I'm going to add a little extra line here just so we can kind of show where Godzilla's knee is going to be. Then we're just going to bring a curved line here. And then we're going to bring this line down to here. I'm going to bring this down for the tail. And then I'm going to bring this across here. And all we're going to do is just kind of curve it around and bring it back to here. That way we can kind of fit the whole tail in here. Now let's work on Godzilla's other hand. So I'm going to bring this line down a little bit. Then we're going to bring this down. And then I'm going to come over to here. I'm going to curve this line down with a point. I'm going to bring this line down to a point and back. We're going to make this line come down. And this line. Put a little curve here. And then we're going to bring this line down and bring it back here. We're going to add a few little curved lines right here with a couple little extra lines right on here. We'll do a little line there for the hand. Now our next step is let's put Godzilla spikes on here. So starting here, I'm going to make some lines that go out and in, out and in. Then we're going to do the same thing, out and in, out, and then in. We're going to do that same thing over here, just kind of going out and in. But then what I want to do is I want to put a spike on top. And then go out and in, out and in. I'm going to put a couple more back here. Just kind of making these different little spike shapes. And then this one, even though it should be kind of getting bigger, we're going to make it a little smaller so it kind of looks like it's going behind Godzilla's back. And then we'll do another one here. We're going to make some of these go on the tail too, so we're just going to make 3 of these little points on these just to kind of show that they're getting a little bit smaller. And I'll do another one right here. Now, in between here, I'm going to put some more of these spikes just to kind of make it look like he's got lots of spikes on his body. So we'll put a couple more here, just kind of fill up the area. Now, here's our basic shape of our Godzilla, but what we want to do is come in here and add some fun details. So I forgot to add the claws down here on the toes, so let's just go ahead and add those curved lines and make some extra little lines to make it look like they're claws. And then I'm going to put some of these little broken lines right around the knees here, just to kind of show where the kneecaps are going to be. You can put some inside there. I'm going to make a couple little lines kind of right around the mouth. And then we're going to make a few little lines back by the face. And I'm going to make these really long, broken lines. They're just kind of coming down the body of Godzilla. And this is just going to kind of add some little texture and detail. We're just going to kind of continue this down here. All I'm doing is just kind of picking up my marker and making these little, almost dotted lines along here. Next, we're going to put these little curves on the tail, just to give it some texture and detail. And then we'll put a few of these little kind of long, broken lines along here too. We're going to make some more broken lines coming down here. And then we're going to make some more lines coming down here. Then we're going to make more long broken lines this way, and we'll do some more coming across here as well, just to give it that really cool textured look. We can even make some of these lines coming up and down this way. And then don't forget the arms too. We're going to make these long lines just kind of following the shape of the arm. All we're doing is just making these little broken lines right along here. And then we're just going to make them go right across here too. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Next on the spikes, we're just going to put a few little kind of broken lines on here, just some details, just kind of make it look a little bit more realistic. Now, we're all done with Godzilla. Now we want to come in here and draw Gigan. So we're going to start here, and we're going to make the eye of Gigan. So I'm going to begin by making a line that's just going to kind of go up like this to a point, and then we're going to bring this down. Next, we're going to start here, and we're going to bring this line up, and then we're going to curve it down to a point and up for that sharp beak. Then we're going to bring this back here. Next, we're going to bring this line down to a point and bring it up for the mouth. And then we're going to bring another line that's going to come down here and then up. Right here, we're going to curve a line that's going to come out and then in. And we're just going to connect it here, kind of like the little spikes on the side. Next, we're going to bring this line out with a curve and bring it back. And then make it curve in for that other little spike. We're going to add a couple lines underneath the eye. And we're going to do a little curve here. Next, we're going to bring a line here. And then we're going to bring a line that's going to come up, and that's going to have that little curve. And we're going to bring this down with a little bump here. We're going to put some little sharp teeth in here, and then a little curved line for the tongue. We'll make a little broken line right there. Next, right here, we're going to curve this down for the jaw. Then we're going to add a couple little curves for the neck. Then we're going to bring this line down to here. And we're going to bring this line down with a few little curved lines. Next, we're going to make a little bit of a broken line here. And a line that's going to curve down towards the tail of Godzilla, and that's going to kind of continue over here. Right here, we're going to draw a line that's going to come down, and then it's going to angle down for the leg. Then we're just going to make a line that's going to come down to a point, and then back here. We're going to curve this line up here and then bring it back. Next, for that other leg, we're going to bring this line down here. Bring this line down. We're going to make this come down to a sharp point, and then we're going to bring this back up here. Then we're going to bring this around for the leg. Then we're going to add a curved line on the end of each one, because he just kind of has one big claw on there. Next, we're going to curve a line down for the shoulder. We're going to bring this line down. Then I'm going to bring this line up, and we're going to hook it around here. We're going to bring this back, and then we're going to come down and then over to here. We're going to bring this line down. We're going to curve this line over, and we're going to bring this line up and then over to here. Kind of like he's getting ready to slash at Godzilla. We're going to start here, bring this up and then down. Then we're going to bring this over to here. We're going to bring this line down. Next, we're going to curve this up. I want to make it come back here towards Godzilla. Then we're going to make this just curve down up here, so we can see that that tail's kind of going behind Godzilla. Now, up at the top here, we're going to put a great big spike on top for Gigan. And then right here, we're going to make a line that's going to run down the stomach. And then we're going to make all these curved spikes coming down here. So we're just going to make these really pointed little spikes coming down. Then we're going to put a little line right behind each one. Now right here, we're going to make a line that's going to curve in and then down. And same thing here, we're going to curve in, and then we're just going to go down here. Then we're going to put a little point that comes up to here. We're going to put a little curve at the end of each of these blades. And then we're going to make a couple little kind of like wrinkled lines on here. We're going to make some curved lines kind of right around where the knee would be. And then we're going to bring this line up, over, and then down here. I'm going to put just a couple little kind of broken lines right around the arms. And then a little broken line right around where the claw would be. Make a couple little lines here. And a little line on the spike. We'll do a little line right down the top of the feet. And then a couple more little lines kind of right around here. We're even going to put some spikes right along the tail here. And then Gigan's going to have all these little kind of like bumps on here. It's very scaly on here. We're not going to put every single one, but just to kind of add that texture, let's just make these little U and V shapes all the way around here. Just to kind of add some of that interesting little texture on here. All those little details. We're going to kind of continue these down the bottom of the tail. Now we got to make his wings or his fins on the back. So let's begin by making a line that's going to come up to a point, nice and skinny and down. And then we're going to put a couple more. Let's do one here, one here. We'll make one come out here, and then one right here. Then we're just going to curve down and up to connect each one of these. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We're just going to make a couple skinny ones like this. And then we're just going to kind of go down and up to connect them. And there you go. There is your drawing of Godzilla versus Gigan. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.